y'all. Welcome back to XYZ and Tea with Sharice
and Perris.
Today, we are going to be doing the reverse and interrogating Perris today. I got some questions. I brought them on the note card because, you know, we got to get serious a little bit.
She on her host stuff, y'all, you know.
You know, you got to be prepared. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
And that's the truth.
No, for real.
Okay.
But I will start off by saying, how was your week? Because I haven't seen you in literally in a week.
First of all, this week went by really quick. I'm like, especially like 2 days ago or something like that. Like, I don't even know what day it was, but it was like, Wednesday was really, really, really quick. And I took this big nap. And I woke up and it was dark. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, oh, dang. And I started writing a paper that day and I had something else, some other work to do that I did.
For what class is this?
The paper that I had to write was for comparative theology. I don't know. I just do my work and keep it going.
Girl.
But
okay.
Honestly, this week was long. I'm sorry. This week was short.
Okay.
But it was a nice week. It was a nice week.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm. How was your week?
It was good. I mean, like mine was it was cool all the way up until yesterday.
Oh.
What
happened yesterday?
Someone's not working at my main job now, and then they changed the schedule, and now I'm forced to tell them about my other job. So because they
was trying to schedule you.
They scheduled me.
Well, you didn't have to. You're not obligated. Are you full time?
No, I'm part time.
So yeah, you're not obligated to tell them, but you did.
No, I still haven't. So
they don't need to know your business. You don't got to tell them. You just got to be like, I'm not available. Like, that's period. You can't schedule me unless they trying to make you full time and pay you more or something because you got to get rid of the other one.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have to have that conversation because I went to the job. I go into my main job tomorrow, so I'm gonna have that conversation.
I say that like I've had more than like 3 jobs, but like. They don't need to know your business.
I literally, you know what's funny is when we had that conversation last week, if you haven't checked out last week's episode, please go ahead and check that out.
Leave a review. You already know the deal.
And for my visual people, go onto YouTube. We are there. Go ahead, subscribe, and click for the notification bell. Y'all already know what to do.
If you watch us on Spotify, which is like our main streaming platform, by the way, you can watch us on video too. Like the videos they play in the background of the audio. So check us out on Spotify as well, and you can see the videos. So today's episode, Sharice is going to be interrogating me, as we said earlier. What is this interrogation about, though? Like,
so you're technically not in your 20s. You are 19. You're almost there. Okay, you're almost to the 20 step.
Still in the teens.
So most of this is going to be like, not the whole dance,
because I'm not there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared of 20, but like. I like want to be 20, but I don't. I'm like scared.
I'm telling you, this adulting is not for the faint.
It's not about that. It's just honestly about saying like I'm 20. It's not even about the experience. Like,
yo, I was so excited like to say I was 20 because I was 1 year away from 21, but then I knew that came with so many problems.
Not 21. Oop. Okay, not 21.
Yeah, because you're legal.
It's like 20
you're
is
for
like
real adult.
No,
like,
20 is like I don't even. It's like I don't care about 21. Like 20, I'm like.
Literally no one can tell you like what to do at 21. Like you a full ass adult.
A girl. It depends on what you're doing at 21 that you a full adult. You can be that age, but you don't have to be an adult. Like I already know that.
I mean, it's about the maturity. So
mentally,
that's really what it is like.
I'm 30.
Not the
she like I don't know about that one.
I mean, but honestly, like for you have always pretty much been mature for your age. But
I'm
at that point, like, but 21 is like a big thing because that's like you're over the hump. Like you're not in the in between phase no more.
True.
Because 18 you can vote, but you can't drink. 21 you can do everything. Okay.
Wait. Last thing before we get started is for the visual people. So this is why you got to go check out the YouTube channel. Sharice got her nails done and they look so freaking cute. But like also, I had those freaking nails on my October vision board and I was freaking out when she showed me because
I'm going to show y'all real quick because...
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. Like, this is what I was rushing out.
I'll put a picture in if it's not close enough. But yes, we getting into it. Let's get serious.
All right.
Serious. Okay.
What is something you're looking forward to in your 20s?
I feel like traveling. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just, like, itching to travel. Like, forget waiting until I'm, like, 30 with, like, money. Like, travel while you're young or whatever. I got to figure that out. So, I want to travel a lot.
Yes, get all your traveling done when you don't have kids. Because, like, I'm missing out on so many trips right now. Like, the last one I just missed it all was Mexico, my best friend. And everybody went out to Mexico. Yeah, see? Listen, I missed out on Mexico twice. So, I'm not doing that again. But I think that's really cool that you want to travel. Obviously, we're not there, but there's something that you want to, like, experience.
I was reading a book called, like, The Defining Decades or something like that, and it was talking about identity capital and, you know, like, getting opportunities, like, not just finding random jobs or whatever, like, or falling into, like, the barista thing and just, like, settling for, like, what you're not worth or whatever, like, not reaching your full potential type of thing with, like, random jobs and loose ties and stuff. Like, you never know what job will lead into something else if it's not just some basic job or whatever. So, like, you know, find what you're good at. Like, for me, like, from that, I started looking into, like, event planning or whatever, because I do like to just, like, organize. And, like, with that, you get, like, bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Hey, with that, you get, like, PA work, you get actual, like, event planning, you get, like, organizing and, like, producer type things. So, like, there's, like, different ways you can look at it. It just made me look at, like, the actual job market capital differently a little bit. Okay. So I'm like, I want more, like, identity capital. I want more, like, opportunities that are, like,
and you get to explore different avenues of that. Which is nice. Mm-hmm. It gives you more selection. After college, do you want to get your master's?
You know what? I have been thinking about that recently, and I'm like, school is not for everybody, but school is for Perris. And and I'm like, masters, yeah, because I'm already thinking about, like, I'm a business major in entrepreneurship, and I'm like, I kind of want to minor in philosophy. But there's so many other topics, too, I want to explore. Like, Tiffany keeps telling me to get into African-American studies. And I know it's good. She's about to be like, yeah, I know it's good.
I know what I'm about to say.
I'm not a history person. Like, I just don't grasp it unless it's straight documentaries. Like, I love documentaries right now. But that's right now. Like, I'm in a phase. So it's like, I do love our history. But it's like, I don't know if I'm not a dedicated person to be able to study it, like, from a historical point of view. And then, you know, dissect it to the present. Like, that's just not my cup of tea. That's not me. So it's like, if anything, like, I'd want to minor in that, but get my master's in, like, something else. And I feel like I also would want to be a teacher at some point, but, like, not right after college. So, like, I'd have to go back for, what is that?
What
for
would
a
you,
teacher.
Excuse me. What would you want to teach?
Oh, I don't know yet. Like, that's in the future. Like, if anything, it would probably be English. Okay. Because, like, that's just, like, one of my favorite subjects. That's just something that I feel like I could teach.
Okay. So, you know, I do have a couple of, like, teacher friends.
She, like, but I'm not trying to get into teaching right now, girl. I got other stuff to
I'm just saying, when you're ready. Yeah. When you're ready. There's people that help you out.
She got the people. It's about who you know. So, you know, I'll take that. But, like, yeah, I would get my master's, so... Okay. You know, would you go to school? Would you go back to school? You still want to go back to school?
You know what? I've been thinking about, like, actually going back to school, but it's just the fact of, like, actually dedicating that time to go back to school because my kids are so young. So, like, once they get adjusted to school and, like, they're good, I may actually consider going back because I'm literally 60% of the way done. But, you know, with having them, like, that really put a dent. A pause. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. To me going back to school. So it's not that I didn't like school because I feel like college is much easier than high school, I have to say, because you already know what you want to do. So it's fun for me. And my major was psychology.
So I just met, like, psychology majors, and I'm like, that sounds kind of interesting too.
It is, because it's like knowing about the brain and why people want to snap. Like, I think that's
so
absolutely.
I think that's why I'm like, I like philosophy, because that's like the easier version. It's like more of it's the philosophical version.
I would, once they get older, I would definitely consider, especially being like a little bit more than halfway done. Absolutely. What's the worst pickup line that you would laugh at now that someone has tried on you, like in your teenage years?
Worst pickup line? Like an actual joke, or just like straight to the point?
Yeah, like somebody try to get at you, like someone, like one of them corny ones that's like, "Girl, you've been running through my mind all day." Kind of like
I don't remember any off the top of my head. I just remember like one time he was literally like, "I'm trying to get to know you." Like, okay, like that's just
you
like
could be so damn mean.
But it was in a text. Like I read like, "I'm trying to get to know you." Like, there's no effort there. Like, I feel like, but like guys that swipe up, like they just do like an emoji. Like, what am I supposed to say to that?
Oh yeah, no. We don't take.
I don't reply to emojis.
Look. We don't do emojis. If you're trying to get it, if you're trying to get at somebody for real, like, don't send an emoji. Send a brief text, and that's it. And then if we get to it, we get to it. If we don't, you know what it was already. Especially if we left you on red.
She's funny.
Ooh. Says, what's one thing you learned from transitioning from high school to college?
I still like being alone. Like, high school, like I had groups of friends and I had acquaintances or whatever, but like I kind of isolated in high school, like to an extent, but in like college, like, you know, like I want friends, I'm actively trying to make friends or whatever, but like at the end of the day, like Monday through Friday, I have my own schedule, and I'm like, I'm into me right now. Like, I'm totally in love with myself. I'm like, I kind of just love my schedule. So I'm like, I still like to be alone, chill and hang out. So like loving to be alone, and then also knowing how to be socially outgoing, because to an extent, like there is balance. Like I would consider myself introverted, but there are moments that, like, if I'm with the right group of people, I'm definitely extroverted, or there is a group of people that I want to be extroverted around. Like, I can make myself kind of do that, but it's like still to be true to myself, to my introverted extent. Like, I don't speak unless like I really have something to say. I don't just talk to talk. I don't do small talk, and I don't do like just the little tidbits, like the oh my god, like I don't you know, like the little what would you call them, what do you call them in songs, ad-libs. Like, I don't do ad-libs.
You ain't doing the Drakes.
I'm doing the verses. Like, I'm on it. Like, you feel me? So like I can't just, it's like I can, but I used to, but I don't like to, because I also am like super careful with my words, you know. Like, I'm totally on, like, you know, your words make your whole world. So I'm like, if it's not like, even when people are like, oh, I'm so dead, like I'm like back up, because I'm like, that like kind of, it's like still like a thing. Like, how can it not be like, I'm not even saying real words, but like, how can it not be like actively
putting things into the universe?
Okay, you know,
I get what you mean.
So in general, when I'm just socializing and stuff, like, I don't like small talk, because it really is like ad-libs of just like stuff that doesn't matter, or just unnecessary stuff, unless we're like, talking about money ad-libs, you know. I'm done something.
But I mean, I get you, because your words are very important. Anything you say, anything you think, like when you're putting stuff out there, like you putting stuff out into the universe, that's like not cool. Yeah. So I got you. Yeah. What's a daily habit or routine that you have to do every day now? Like something that you can't stray away from, that helps you, I don't know, think, maybe motivates you, maybe something like, I can't leave the house without eating, working out, or something like that. You know?
Honestly, Something that has been super, super consistent for a long time now is me making my bed. And I know it sounds funny, but like people actually, you know, they talk about, you know, making your bed. It's a good start to your day and stuff. But like it is true. Like it is a form of like, when I make my bed, I'm like kind of meditating. I'm thinking about my day. I'm like kind of preparing. And especially if I like, sometimes I'm like literally make the bed while like I'm in bed and like kind of tuck it around me and then get out and like fix it or whatever. But like when I think about like my day to days, whether I'm like taking a shower or whatever, like my most prominent piece is making my bed, because when I come home to it, it's just so beautiful. Like it's just like, it's not a messy bed. Like, I can't wait to get back in bed. It's like a couple of things, but it's also like, if I don't make my bed, I do feel a sense of like incompleteness for whatever reason. But like,
so does it make your day go better? Like, because you know your bed is made, like your room is clean, and like.
I think subconsciously maybe, because I know it's like, for me, since I'm in a dorm, that's kind of like me cleaning my room, like on a day-to-day basis.
I thought you kind of meant here, but yeah,
no,
the dorm is different.
It started at the house, but it moved into the dorm. So that being that, it's like I have dishes too, like that I make at the dorm. So they're like just sitting on the desk, but they can be on the desk. But as long as my bed is made, like I still feel good about my space. That's good about
funny.
My room. So yeah, I feel like making my bed, like as corny as it sounds, is just something that. What is your question like?
So the question is, what's a daily habit or right? We don't forgot. What's a daily habit or routine that you have to do every day now?
Right. Yeah. So I definitely have to do that every day. I'm just making sure I got to the point.
No. You good. It was long, but you had a point. It was a whole structure.
It was long. Do you have something?
Something that I have to do every day now?
Yeah. That's for you, not for kids.
Breath work. It's very important. So when I wake up in the morning, even if I don't, like I'm so used to getting up early now that even on days that I don't have to go to work as early or not at all, I wake up, I take my little Ugg blanket, and I go out into the living room and I sit on there and I put my hand on my chest and like I like do 10 deep breaths, and I try to like make sure that my mind is clear and good for the day. Like, and I just tell myself, like, if I'm straying away, like I'll just be like, okay, come back to the breath, and then I'll just do it over until like I'm clear, and then I don't even really notice that I'm doing it at a certain point, like because I just feel so like yeah. So that's like my part of meditation that I think is really nice, that I've been trying to get to, and I'm like, oh, I'm finally here. Like I'm finally like actually doing this, which is cool.
It's a lot. It's like a totally different experience, honestly.
Yeah, it's almost like if you've ever seen Soul, and he was like,
it's literally like that.
No, it's literally like that, where you're completely zoned out, and somebody almost has to do like that for you to be like, oh, okay. You're like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is there anything that you regret? Wow, regret. Is there anything that you like regret, or something that you wish that you could have done, like not escaping from your 20s, but like it's leaving your teens into your 20s?
I'm confused.
Like,
what am I running from? Repeat the question.
Do you have any regrets on things you wish you could have done, or things wish you could have done, or things that you just regret that you have done?
No to both. Like I asked me that maybe like 3 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, I should have been able to do this and that, and I'm like, I'm chill. Like
so basically you're living life right now. You're still like experiencing things. You're still learning
in
things.
It is what it is phase. I feel like this being able to drive myself is a huge thing. Like,
Ooh.
I got my license when I was 16, but you know, I couldn't drive my friends around until I was like 17 or something. You have to wait like a whole year or whatever. So like that restricted me because my parents were really strict on driving rules. Like, you had to do everything by the book or whatever. So yeah, so I feel like there was like a million parties that I wanted to go to like back in the day, but it's like that wasn't me. Like, that just wasn't my story or whatever, I guess. So like the ones that I did go to, they made me like so I'm like, I guess I'll go to some in the future, and I want to throw some. That's also like part of it. Like, part of me like escaping that is like I can throw my own party. Like,
yeah,
it's just like I wanted to go to a party, you know, but I'm okay. Yeah,
I didn't get to experience those kind of things until like
later,
senior year.
Oh,
it was senior year, like, girl.
Well, I didn't get a junior and a senior year technically. I didn't even get a prom.
That's true.
My own prom. So that's a whole thing in itself.
No, because of COVID, you literally.
That's probably why I'm just like, I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's what I said. My poor baby, she literally didn't get anything.
I went to a prom, but it wasn't my prom. So
yeah,
I'm grateful for that.
I mean, at least you got to experience some
but
form.
That's not
but
the dress
like,
that I would have worn. That's not the color.
I know. It was cute.
It was black. It was cute. I looked good. We'll talk about it. But I like thought about it. I'm like, I would have worn like purple, like a yellow. I look good in like oranges, but like I don't know how I would have put that in a dress to not make it look.
I was like praying that I got to be here with pink. You for prom, like dress you up and like be here and all of that, like, cause like for prom you're like all in my prom pictures, and I'm like, I wanted to be all up in yours, like being extra out.
Yeah,
so it's okay. At least you got to experience. At least you got to experience. I am
fortunate because I got to experience a prom. Yes.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, that was all the questions. Is there anything else that you want to like add to that, like any of those questions, or something that you want to, like, a fun fact about yourself, or
a fun fact?
Just sit down. Sit down. Thank you. I need her to answer this fun fact question. Okay, thanks Drake. Thanks baby.
Thanks Drake. His ad-libs or his intros and outros are the best. Him and Ari Lennox's.
No, seriously.
Top tier.
Seriously, I'll be crying laughing.
Okay.
Still got them garbanzo beans?
Yes. Let me go check on these garbanzo beans. See if they cooked it. Did you hear her new album?
I haven't.
Oh
I haven't listened to all of it.
Good. It's so good, and she does some fire intros and outros.
I know I'm probably a little late on that, but oh my god,
she in the new one talking about some I know real love, and this is giving fraudulent.
I got one
about me,
and not about. Well, maybe it's not a fun fact, but actually, yeah. What made you get into YouTube at such an early age? Like, I think that's such a cute one, because I used to see you do your little YouTube stuff.
I have a really, really, really old video that me and my mom posted when it's to old time rock and roll, and I had like my Barbie guitar, and it was filmed on a MacBook.
Not the Barbie guitar.
And literally a chunky, big, thick, thick TV is sitting behind me. We used to have a really, really chunky, heavy. I cannot get it. It was big.
Yeah,
it was gray. It was big. You know what it was called?
It was a box TV.
Okay, well,
so
that's not the brand. It was like
it was like it was Sony.
Okay, it was Sony. Yeah.
It was a Sony, but I mean, it was huge. It took up the entire.
It took up the whole wall.
Like for the young generation, we had box TVs before, and sometimes they didn't even come with remotes. Like, you were the remote and you had to go flip the channel.
And that one, they did not have a remote. We had to get up and touch the TV.
Nah, that one did have a remote.
I don't remember ever being able to touch a remote. I got to an era where you had to touch the TV.
Nah, not that one. That one had a remote, but it just sucked because Well, here's the thing. Dad hit the remotes most of the time because...
Oh, my God. We stayed hiding remotes back in the day. Like,
I would, you know...
that was a thing.
Or if somebody wanted to watch TV...
It was hidden.
Like, we would... No. I would take the batteries out because I know me and Dorian... Yeah, Dorian...
No,
like,
I hid it. I hid mine.
Nah, I just took the batteries out. You wasn't going to turn the TV on me. I would take them.
But anyway, yeah, we posted that video, and that was just like average YouTube video at the time that you just posted on YouTube. And I had that channel forever, and then eventually I got to middle school, and me and my friends at the time, we started a gymnastics channel, and I got into gymnastics. But prior to middle school, like, I was doing videos with my cousin. I was doing skit videos with my cousin that I would chop up and edit in iMovie and then literally burn on DVDs. Like, this is before I was allowed on YouTube. And I was burned them on DVDs, and then I would play them at like family events and stuff. And like, that was kind of just, I've always been into recording videos and making people laugh and entertainment and all of that. So yeah, middle school gymnastics went athletic. I'm not athletic, and I've always known that. I'm just not an athletic person, but bless you. Thank you. But gymnastics was something that I did gravitate towards, and I thought I was pretty okay at it. So it was
good.
That. And I couldn't get like other people couldn't hurt me without me being able to, like, what is it? Like, not avoid it or whatever. Like, in other sports, people can just come at you, and I'm just like, no, that's not for me. So yeah, that was just my gymnastics.
You don't have much contact in gymnastics like that.
No, you don't have that much contact. It's really a self-sport type thing. So until you're in a team. But
yeah,
anyway, oh yeah. So eventually that channel fell off, and it was really just me like trying to get the videos up on that channel. And eventually I asked my mom if I could start like my own personal YouTube channel, and she was like, no, you have to post on the one that we posted that old time rock and roll video on. I couldn't even like start a new email and stuff, and I'm like, girl, like, that's not how you start on YouTube. And I feel like that might have still been my downfall to this day. Like, that's why I didn't get subscribers, because it was an old YouTube channel. Like, but it doesn't even matter, because I go back to that YouTube channel, I'm like, I really had a whole YouTuber era. Like, I don't think that a lot of people understand that, and I sometimes forget, like, I was on it. Yeah. I had a schedule. I was filming, like, if I wasn't doing anything, I was filming something or planning something. And I was on it, even though it wasn't, like how YouTubers were posting back then. It was like, oh, literally 2 videos twice a week for like years. They would do that. But like, I had my era, and I'm okay with it. And sometimes I think about going back, but like, YouTube is just not it anymore. And it's also like, it's more, it's less lifestyle based now. I feel like it's more like how to, more business tutorial. People are trying to learn stuff more now than ever. So it's like, if anything, I'm going to come back on with something to teach. And honestly, that's us talking. So that's part of it. But it's also like, if I do something alone, it would have to be some how-to related something.
When I was doing my own YouTube channel, I learned that stuff from you. I didn't even know the basics of, like, I downloaded Final Cut Pro and was like, all right, how I do this? Mm-hmm. And then went from there and just kind of started to learn kind of how to do what you were doing, but obviously not at your, because you did it for more years than I did, and it was very extensive.
Just my little craft, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something you good at, girl.
Something I'm good at, which also I'm working on I hate talking about stuff that I'm working on before it's done, but it's actually done. It's just like a matter of me actually putting it out, because I'm like, do people actually want to buy a course? But I actually made a course for Final Cut Pro, and I'm like, do people want a course?
Y'all go get her course. I'm gonna go ahead and promote it right now. I'll get that course when it drop. Okay,
so I guess like follow something, because I do have like a free bonus guide that I want to put out. So do that, and then maybe buy the course if you like that. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We have fun on XYZ and Tea, and my camera's about to die. And
oh no, can't have that. So
time for the next episode,
We will see you on the next episode for our visual people, and we are stream everywhere. Apple, Spotify, you know, those are our 2 main, but we stream everywhere, 5 a.m. or wherever you can reach us, because,
Right. And if you haven't seen last week's episodes, there's actually a couple up there. So go check them out. Again, we stream from Spotify, but we're available everywhere. Leave us a rating, leave us a review, and you know what it do. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey y'all, it's Sharice from XYZ and Tea. Be sure to leave us an amazing, beautiful review and a 5-star rating wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And be sure to check us out on Sundays at 5 a.m. or whatever time you wake up, because duh. Can't wait to see you soon. Bye.